Within Speed for Sports, we use the athletic development model that is shown on this slide here. Our 4 pillars that we work with our athletes are acceleration, deceleration, stabilization, and range of motion. This video is about top-end speed for rugby athletes. Top-end speed occurs after the acceleration phase, so that's what we're going to analyze in this video. To develop top-end speed, the athlete must produce force backwards, which will then in turn push the athlete forward. This is what we are going to look at within the phases of the running gait. With this athlete, we're going to analyze their right foot. The first phase is called the initial contact. The foot is slightly in front of the hip, and this is where the first point of contact is with the ground. With velocity, the body is moving forward, so it moves into the next phase, which is mid-stance. This is where the foot is directly underneath the hip, and this is where most of the weight bearing happens within this phase of running, is in the mid-stance. As you can see from the next part of the video, the heel of this athlete is starting to come off, so this phase is called the heel off. The next phase is called a toe off. Importantly, from the toe off you can actually see a triple extension. This is a straight line running from the athlete's right ankle all the way through to the right hip. So therefore we can see an extension of the ankle, the knee, and the hip. With this triple extension, we know that this athlete has produced the maximum amount of power possible from this right leg. If you notice also with this triple extension, his left shin is parallel to his right thigh, and that is a full triple extension, and we know that this athlete is developing a huge amount of explosive power through this phase. After toe off, we go into the swing phase, where at Speed for Sports we call this the flight phase, where both feet are actually off the ground. The flight phase happens with all athletes who reach top-end speed, but please remember, the longer your feet are off the ground, it means you're actually not running, you're flying, and what makes people run fast is producing force into the ground. Within this swing phase, we now start seeing this right heel coming up higher behind the athlete. This is an important part of top-end speed, is how actually high this heel comes up off the ground. If you notice here, his heel is still pointing slightly backwards and does not point straight up in the air. The knee now comes parallel with the opposite leg, the left leg, and then we start seeing then the high knee coming through again. This is the final part of what we call the late swing phase, and what we're looking for is the highest point that the knee gets to again. Once the right knee has reached its highest point, then the foot swings underneath the knee and then reaches forward to create an initial contact again with the ground. As a recap, the running phases are initial contact, mid-stance, heel off, toe off, swing phase, and late swing phase. Now you have a basic understanding of the phases within a running gait at top-end speed. Look at our following videos for all the technique and the drills and the skills required to help make your athlete run at top-end speed.